Hello! So I gave in, y'all. I couldn't resist any longer. My last video I talked about just kind of feeling like I was in a planning slump and needing to change things up a bit. And so I decided to just go for it, and I'm so glad I did because I'm enjoying planning again. I'm not worried anymore about not getting to something because I haven't planned the night before. And I just ended up going back to my old traveler's notebook system. So no need to talk a whole bunch about it. Let's just dive right in and let me show you my setup. First, this is my Chic Sparrow Outlander, not Outlander, I don't know why I said Outlander, Odyssey. It's the distressed Mr. Darcy, and so it's the buttered rum. This is one that I got, and when I first got it, I was super bummed. I did not love the distressing. I'd wanted it to be lighter, more like the true buttered rum, and this is more of a toffee. And so I didn't love it, but then I actually started using it and fell in love. So this is what I used this past fall, but I used a bullet journal system in here, and I definitely am loving it still. The charm is just an Emily Dickinson quote from an Emily Dickinson poem, "Hope's the thing with feathers that perches in the soul." I got it, I think, at Hobby Lobby, and I love it. So that's the only decoration I have on the outside, but since it is the Odyssey, it's all scuffed up and everything intentionally. I'm trying to keep everything in frame. I'm doing a different camera setup, just trying to still figure out what works in my new office, so pardon that, please. So I do use this as my wallet and my planner. That was one of the main things that really motivated me to go ahead and switch, was I missed having my wallet in my planner, having everything all in one spot. So I'm loving having that again. I have my credit card and my Target card because I go to Target a lot. Those are in my slots here. I have cash and a check in this full pocket, and this is just random ephemera. This was a napkin ring that made me laugh at a restaurant, and then just random stuff. So I made my first, the cover just from some scrapbook paper I got at Michael's. I'm super into succulents. I don't know why, and so this was a pad that had succulents and kind of Western designs, as well as some gold foiling, and so I liked this one. I thought it went well with the kind of rustic look of the Odyssey. So this is, I'd use this to just cover the same insert that I've used before from Growing Up Goddess. I will link down below. But it's just a week on 2 pages, set up like this. It works really well for me. I had stickers still left over from when I was planning with stickers before. I'll zoom in a bit just to show how I have it set up. One thing that I was worried about missing some, let me see if I can get this. All right. One thing I was worried about missing was my tracker, and this is what I'd done before when I did a tracker in here. In my bullet journal, I had a much more expansive weekly tracker, but because I just don't have, a lot of things I was tracking in my weekly tracker were more habits when I was doing my bullet journaling, and honestly, I've been sucking at doing those lately. For those that don't know, I'm pregnant, and I've been sick a lot more this pregnancy, and so my 10,000 steps a day wasn't happening. I've been in kind of a journaling slump too, basically around the same time I got into a planning slump, but I haven't recovered from that, so I haven't been doing my journaling, and just several other things I just decided to not keep track of anymore. So this has been strictly cleaning and then making sure I pack the kids' snack and lunch. They're out of school as of this past Thursday, so don't even need to do that anymore, as I'll show. But yeah, I keep it fairly simple. I have some stickers that I've made from clip art on Etsy, like this is that my oldest needs to return a book. This is my youngest has story time. But other than that, I think these were all from One Orange Snowflake. Let me zoom back out. I think most of these sticker packs are, which I will link down below as well on Etsy. But I'm just keeping track of appointments, tasks, the same sorts of things. I made some Leche League stickers because I'm active in our Leche League group and have been for 7 years now. Some weeks obviously have less than others. I have an entirely blank one other than doing laundry. But yeah, this is my weekly spread. Not quite as much information as I'd been able to get in on my bullet journal weekly spread. But part of that is also just because we're going into summer. My husband was traveling a lot, and so I wasn't always cooking dinner because I was just doing kind of leftovers or things around the house for the boys and me. But when he was in town, I was just, instead of doing a separate meal planning area, I was just sticking it at the bottom, what I was making for dinner. So as this past week, and these stickers were actually from a clip art pack that I got on Etsy. I think Frou Frou Craft. It was like, it was a clip art planner sticker pack, and so I printed those out myself and cut them up. And I haven't really started for this next week. I've just done little things. This is my area where I have my weekly to-dos, things that need to be done at some point this week but don't need to be done on a certain day. I haven't been entirely successful. I was more successful last week with them, but they're not always things that get done. I'm trying to be better about cleaning as I've started to get slightly more energy back at 26 weeks now. So yeah, I have plenty of these to go. I just write in the date because it's undated. I think that the ones she has in her shop now are dated. I believe last time when I was looking to link the item, they're dated now, but I had got them back when they were undated. So that's all that's on my first elastic, and then just a journaling card that was in that same scrapbook pack. Again, from that same scrapbook pack, I just made myself a folder. And so in here I have, Carrie Harling had posted a while ago the idea of using a journaling card, a larger journaling card folded in half to hold post-it notes. And so that keeps them from falling out and it keeps them from getting all wrinkled up. So I like doing that. And then these are just more of these stickers that I printed out for this last week. So I have those available. And I have my monthly planning area. This is a Target Dollar Spots 2-year calendar, monthly calendar. And this is all of my forward planning. Pictures of my boys there. But all of my forward planning, birthdays, appointments, kids' parties, anything that is coming up. I also keep track of when my oldest is reading the Harry Potter books, and I don't let him watch the movies. He just finished first grade, and I don't let him watch the movies until after he's finished that book. And so I mark when we've finished a book and watch the movie, because I'm a Harry Potter nerd, and that seems like something I should keep track of in a more permanent place. Yeah, this is just a bookmark that I made. It's got a sticker at the top of it, and it's just a piece of vellum that has a little slit into it, cut into it with a paper clip through it. I'm not being very eloquent today. I think I've gotten out of the habit of filming, and I apologize for that. So thank you, thank you for bearing with me. All right. And then just the back of this folder, I just have some note paper in there just in case I need it. Just folded up from the Target Dollar Spot a long, long time ago. And that got wiggled over there. So on the back here, I have another Target Dollar Spot notepad, and this is just where I put my grocery list. I have it use the adhesive roller to adhere it to the back of the folder. I think I did a removable one so that it doesn't leave residue, but I just write down what we need as I'm meal planning and tear it off when I'm done. Next, this is just a piece of notebook paper that's covering up my the rest of my wallet area, just so since I have personal information. This is a project list of stuff that I need to make. But what I use for my, I'm not going to open it, but we'll show you the back. What I use for my credit card stuff are 2 credit card holders from Filofax that I've taped together with packing tape. And so that contains all of my store cards, and here are the credit cards, my ID, insurance cards, everything that I would put in my wallet goes in here. And it's worked really well. I mean, it's what it was made for. It just wasn't made for a traveler's notebook, and so a little bit of tape fixed that. My last notebook is just a notebook that I got and cut down from Michael's in the dollar area, and then covered with washi tape from when the first Michael's watercolor washi tape came out. And so this is what I use for lists, things I might need to reference on the go, mostly my kids' clothing sizes and my husband's clothing sizes. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and so especially the 3-year-old clothing sizes changes fairly rapidly, especially shoe size still, but both of them are slowing down some. So I will add the new baby, of course, at the bottom to figure that out. And then I have things that I'm not going to show that are specific to our area, like different restaurants. If we're out and we're trying to think of where we might want to go, if we want to go out one night, just ideas or activities to do that are specific to the area. In the middle here, I've stuck in just from my monthly planner for work before I quit. So I don't need that for work anymore. And I'm using this, I haven't filled it out for this next week or for the future yet, to write down just intentional activities that I'm doing every day for the summer with the boys. Since I've been so sick and since they're both home now for the summer, I want to make sure that we have fun things going on. And it can be things as calm as baking cookies. It could be doing a certain craft or a certain sensory activity, play dates, going to the gym and going swimming, going to library story time, just things to make sure that we are actually getting out and doing things. Because I know that especially as I finish up or continue through the summer and get full term and everything, I'm not necessarily going to have the energy to want to be doing a bunch of stuff. And I don't want to lose sight of that priority. On the back, I just have some business cards from my Etsy shop. I covered it up just for privacy. And then in the back here, I have coupons, store coupons, and again, just my wallet stuff. My pen loop has my Sharpie pen, fine black. I love writing with it. It's my favorite pen to write with of late. And that is it. So it's simple. There's not a whole lot of extra stuff in here. There's nothing in here that I don't use on a regular basis. But it meets my needs. I don't need anything extra, especially to be carrying with me. So that's what I've come up with to get myself out of the planning slump. I hope this was a fun video to see how I've got it set up. Again, sorry for my lack of eloquence at many parts. And I'm hoping to have, I usually do in the summer, some planning system videos looking more at how I use some of my other planners. I've got a planner collection video coming up. I try and do once a year just to show how my planner collection has changed, because while I am just now planning in here, I have a lot of other planners that I use for to organize different areas of my life. And as a normal planner girl, I buy and sell and all that, less so in the past couple of years. But my collection has changed, so I always like to update that. So be looking for those videos coming soon, as well as other things as they come up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.